Hi, boys and girls. I don't know if you can see it outside my window, but it is snowing today. And it reminded me of a story called The Blizzard. So I thought I would read that to you today. Blizzard by John Rocco. One day when I was a young boy, nearly 4 feet of snow fell from the sky. This is my story. Blizzard. The very first flake fell right before recess on Monday. It was followed by many, many more. The wind whipped up and school closed early. Yay! By the time my sister and I got home, the snow was already over our boots. The snow continued to fall through the night. And I thought it would never stop. The next morning, the snowdrifts were so high we couldn't even open our front door, so we had to go out the window instead. We laughed as we sank deep into the frozen powder. My walking was so hard, it was like trying to move through white quicksand. Every few steps, I had to stop and rest. Oof. It was even too deep for our sled. We need sled dogs. When we came back inside, we were cold, wet, and tired. Welcome back, explorers. We made a camp by the wood stove, and our feet tingled as we sipped hot cocoa made with milk. On the third day, Dad shoveled the driveway so he could get the car out when the snowplow came. We dug tunnels and secret rooms under the snow. An igloo will keep you warm in sub-zero temperatures. What's an igloo? By day 4, the plow still hadn't come. I wondered if we'd ever see grass again. Inside, things got tense as our food started to run out. I knew we couldn't survive much longer on cocoa made with water. We need to get to the store, but the roads aren't plowed, and we certainly can't walk through this. On day 5, I realized it was up to me to take action. I was the only one who had memorized the survival guide. I was the only one who knew what equipment was required. I was the only one light enough to walk on top of the snow. On day 6, I made a list. Milk, bread, eggs, candy bar, and I prepared the sled. Then I set off. My usual landmarks were covered by snowdrifts, but I managed to check in with the neighbors on my long journey. Candles, please. How about some cat food? Hey, can you get some coffee? I like peanut butter. Okay. I had many adventures on the way. I checked in with the neighbors. I helped build a snowman. I climbed a lookout. I went the wrong way, but I made a snow angel. I explored an igloo. I even joined a snowball fight. And then I made it. At last, I reached the store. I was tired, hungry, and chilled to the bone, but I couldn't think about myself. I was on a mission. Are you going to carry this all by yourself? Yes, sir, I got my sled. Yes, he's on his way back now. On the return trip, I raced to drop off all the groceries before the sun went down. Grateful smiles and cheers gave me the energy I needed to make it back home. Wow! Meow! And I made it. Woof, woof. That night, we all had hot cocoa made with milk, and it had never tasted better. But there was something else we still needed. It was a perilous journey. Snow plows! It looks as though we would see civilization again after all. Aw, guess we gotta go back to school tomorrow. Boo! Thank heavens. I was going stir-crazy. We had survived the blizzard. The blizzard of '78. On Monday, February 6, 1978, New England experienced one of the biggest snowstorms in history. It snowed for 2 days, and by the time it stopped, parts of Rhode Island, Massachusetts, and Connecticut were buried under 40 inches of snow. That's 4 times the height of this book. The wind was blowing 50 miles an hour and created snowdrifts up to 15 feet high. Where I grew up in Rhode Island, it took over a week for snowplows to get to our streets. This book is based on my experience as a 10-year-old boy in that blizzard and how I got to the store over a mile from my house with tennis rackets tied to my feet. Boys and girls, I hope you like that story about that snowstorm. Do you know, when it was 1978, I was 9 years old, and I remember this big storm because I lived in New England then too. It was pretty scary. And if you're really good I Spyer, you can look on a few of the pages. They have the days of the week hidden in the picture. You might want to go back and check that out. Bye-bye for now.